So this is the first show. This is the first show. Let me get my cup.
Right. Yeah, you need something in here. Hold on, girl.
This is the first show. That's crazy. Cheers. Thank you.
Honey.
Okay. So I've been wanting to do this for a long time. First of all, let me introduce us. I'm Jasmine. Hey, how y'all doing? This is Kenny. I've known her for years. Her sister is my best friend. We've been tight ever since. So let's cheers to this.
Cheers, baby.
This is the first of many.
Yes.
Pink hot sauce. Oh, I like that.
Hot sauce. So to pink hot sauce.
Yes. So first things first. Who do you feel like was one of the baddest baddies from like 90s to like early 2000s?
So I think the first person that I ever really noticed, and this is straight off the dome, growing up would have been Lisa Bonet.
Yeah.
Now, of course, we grew up with the light skin, hair. Everything about her was her own style.
Natural.
She had her own thing.
Whitley Gilbert from Different World. Loud, just in your face. I feel like Denise Huxtable was pretty. She just was on some chill. She had like a real calm demeanor. Right. That I feel like made her more pretty. Right. I'ma say Naomi Campbell.
Okay.
Because, back in like 2000s, I would say 90s, it was all about light skin. Right. Naomi Campbell was beautiful. It didn't matter her skin color. Like, she was on runways with all different ethnicities, and she still is good now.
Right. And like you said, she
still is. Yeah, she still is. Nia Long.
Oh, yeah.
Nia Long still looks good.
Yeah, Nia was, she was that girl.
Yeah, she was fire.
And Halle Berry. We could not forget about Halle Berry.
Halle Berry, I feel like is just that one that everybody always goes to. I feel like that's a given. Yeah, Halle Berry definitely, for sure. Let's just roll right into it.
Okay.
Pretty privilege. I just kind of found out what that definition meant like this year or maybe last year. But pretty privilege, I guess, would be you get special treatment because of how you look. Your appearance gives you get more privilege,
more doors open.
You get more access.
Yes, she does.
You get more access with pretty privilege. Well, first of all, do you feel like you get pretty privilege?
I feel like I have.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on so many things. What room you're in.
Facts.
Who the audience is. But I do believe that there have been times in my life that I hadn't received pretty privilege. What about you?
I feel that way too. I feel like I've been humble about being pretty because I feel like if you're pretty. Right. Or you've been told you're pretty so many times that you're just like, okay, I'm pretty. Without realizing it, I have received pretty privilege and I'm just like, oh dang, that was cool. But I feel like with pretty privilege, it's a kind of like a sinister evil vibe on the other end. Because like, yes, you get pretty privilege, you get things, people are nicer to you, you get compliments, people look at you. But then it's a darker side, I feel like, when it comes to men, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to females, when it comes to friendships, when it comes to jobs, it can get really dark, all because of how you look. And I just think that's crazy.
I get it, because there is a good side and a bad side, or dark side that you explain. So it's different from me going to the club and I have to stand in the line because me and all my girls are, with cute.
That's true.
Yeah. Versus getting a job or being on the other end and being passed over because there's somebody that you know this job, or you're better at this job, or vice versa. I'm not as qualified, and the person that I know can do this job, they got overlooked based on appearance.
Yeah.
It's a rabbit hole, like, but it's a real thing.
It is. It is. Especially like I've had guys, for example, in one sentence they'll call me pretty.
Yeah.
But in the next sentence they try to humble me. They'll try to bring me down a peg. Like, how can you say someone is like attractive, but then in the next sentence you try to like knock them down? For example, I ain't gonna say his name. My homeboy, he might see this, oh well, but I showed him a video of me and I was using a Snapchat filter.
Okay.
And I only used it because, I just used it. It wasn't because I wasn't looking cute, but I just put it on because I wanted to put it on. Like, that's what it's there for.
Right. And
I showed him the video and the first thing he said was, oh, you don't look that good. And I'm just like, why does that bother you? Why did you feel like you needed to tell me that you like how I look, but I didn't look to the extent of the filter, or I don't look as good as I look in that video? So you got to let me know that if you thought you was feeling yourself, you not like that for real. And I feel like, don't try to humble me. Like, filter or no filter, I'm still good looking. Like, don't try to play me. I don't like that.
it goes back to the question that you were asking about how you feel about yourself. Okay. So yes, I'm in my latter part of life. So of course you go through phases, right? But the standard today with pretty privilege is causing people to not be who they are. So I'm like you. I'm going to put this filter on my picture, but it's not because I don't feel like I look nice.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, I feel humble, but I wouldn't call myself a baddie. But
I feel like I would.
Right, it is.
Because
I'm like you, like, well, growing up, you heard it. So, you can see yourself, you know that you look good. But the standard right now has completely shifted. It's like, now I feel like I'm on the opposite side of pretty privilege. Where I don't have the lip fillers, I don't have the Botox, I don't have the bust down, I don't have the edited body, and there's nothing wrong with any of those things. But now I feel like somebody else can walk in the room, and that is, I guess, that pretty privilege. I feel like I'm seeing the opposite end of the pretty privilege. Does that make sense?
yeah,
So I kind of feel like I've seen kind of both sides of it.
I feel you.
Because the standard has changed. Like, I'm awkward. I haven't get in my teeth. I'm not a size 5. I'm, like, my hair is however I feel like I want it to be for the day. So when it comes to the standard, I don't fit the mold. And it has caused me, I feel like, to be overlooked, like in certain situations because I don't look a certain way.
For me, I feel like maybe pre-Mila. I have a daughter. If y'all don't know, I have a daughter. She's 10. Okay. And she's a self-courage. And before I had my daughter, I feel like I could get anybody I wanted to. Like, I just felt that. Nobody told me. That's just how I felt. As I've gotten older, it's not that I don't feel that way. I do, like, I'm not delusional. I feel like anybody that I want, if they're attracted to me, then, and I'm attracted to them, there's no getting out of that. Once I have you locked in, you're not going nowhere. If you
are never thinking in the program.
Yeah. But if it's like we're locked in, you're not going anywhere. I already know that. Right. But I do feel like as I've gotten older, I think men are looking at younger women. So I guess I'm in a space where people don't know my age. People think I'm younger than I am all the time. Mm-hmm. But I just feel like when you look at like Instagram, when you look at TikTok, a lot of the girls that are like Insta baddies or just like Instagram models are like 23, 24, just kind of coming out of high school. And I guess that would be the social media equivalent to beauty right now.
Right.
And I'm not in that age range anymore, but I still feel beautiful.
Right.
when it comes to like dating and things like that, I guess it depends on the guy, but I just feel like they kind of look us over in a way because they're looking at somebody that's a little bit younger.
Now, what about the dark side?
The dark side of it is, okay, so growing up, I moved to the South when I was really young. I was born in New Jersey. We came down here when I was mad young. We would go back and forth during holidays and just, to visit. But what I noticed about women, girls in the South, they will talk about you while you're standing right there as if you're not standing right there. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, oh, she da-da-da-da, but you're standing right beside them, and they'll talk about you like you're not standing there. Mm-hmm. I've gotten a lot of that growing up. I've got a lot of, she talks white. I've gotten, she looks mean. A lot of times, no shade, it was coming from girls that weren't as cute as me. Mm-hmm. I just feel like I wouldn't even have that type of thought, like she is not as cute as me. But when you do something ugly, it makes me think some ugly thoughts. Like I wasn't even on that type of time, like look-wise. But when you're coming for me for no reason, I'm going to come back for you in some type of way. So I just think a lot of times, like growing up, girls would be like, I don't even want to say jealous, because I have a hard time as an adult saying like someone is jealous. I feel uncomfortable saying that, but there were probably some jealous, hating girls growing up that didn't like me just off of not knowing me, but just how I looked, how I carried myself.
I think my dark side came from as a young woman, there's beauty in pain. And there's growth out of it all. So it's not something that I hold. I feel like it made me stronger. But I felt like you would say before, men were, oh, you're this, you're this, and this, you're that. And everybody, they can do that with anybody. Let's be honest, let's be clear. But I felt like because I was put in a certain category, there were certain things that I needed to do, or I was expected to do, or that I don't want to say that I couldn't say no to men, but it would cause them to, oh, you think you're all that, or you really not, this and a third. So I would humble myself or dumb myself down or entertain people that had no business having my time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because I didn't want you to label me as, oh, you think you this, you think you that, or, oh, see, you're better than this. When all actuality, I was better than the shit that you're asking me to tell me. You know what I'm saying? But at the time, I didn't have that power. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I still feel like that holds true today to a lot of things. Now, we have really, really grown as women, and we elevated on so many levels. But there are still some I'm just like, baby girl, you don't have to be that person. You don't have to be a pick me.
Pick me. I just learned about that like 2 years ago. A pick me.
You do
not
pick me.
And
because
so
they come in the room and get the baddest in the room. It's okay to be like, yeah, nah.
Or these can be like me. If I'm stepping out, I'm stepping out. And I'm chilling right now. But if I need to step out, I'm going to step out. And it's like your presence is louder than you speaking it. And that's how I come. Like, I don't got to be loud. I ain't got to be, hey, where the at? Like, me just being me and coming in looking like it's enough. And it's a head turner. And sometimes that's all you need. It's like you got the confidence inside. You don't got to be loud. That's why when it comes to men, sometimes the loudest ones are the most insecure. The ones that are humble, the ones that are, now some of the quiet ones are throwed off and crazy. Not all, but the ones that have a hand on their shoulders and the ones that are just chill and have like a calm demeanor, they probably have had girls and they ain't got to do too much. And that's the type of person I like. Right. Loudness for no reason is obnoxious. Like, it's a ick to the max. And that also makes me think about what someone had told me. This guy, I told him, when I go out, I don't get approached like that. And if I do get approached like that, it's always some gangly, not even. It's just like, it's just funny that you even came. So now I'm going to talk to you. Yeah. You're not going to get my number, but we going to talk. I don't get approached. And I asked the guy, I was like, well, what is that about? He told me that when girls that look attractive are in a group, they feel intimidated, so they don't want to get played, or they don't want their homeboys to play them, so they don't approach. They just stare. And I'm like, okay, well, if that's the case, how do you get the number? Would you rather like a girl come up to you, or? And he was like, well, we like it when y'all like solo, like when, like, say somebody had to go to the bathroom and you're just like by yourself at the bar. That's when they try to approach, when you're like by yourself, which I feel like that's so childish.
Now, what about public? Okay. Little fun fact about myself. I am so easily embarrassed. So I despise being approached in public.
What?
It makes that skin. So while I'm in public, 90% of the time, I'm going to have my wrist in your face. Almost if I see you coming across the, I'm not approached very often. Out perfectly fine. Because it is something about being in a setting and people's attention. I cannot take it. Seems me every time.
Like too much pressure.
Oh my God. So I am fine if nobody speaks to me in public. You know, like say nothing to me.
But what if it's somebody you're like, I see you over there looking at me, I'm looking at you, you looking at me, and you want them approach?
Well, I will fantasize about that mean too. Stay over there.
Dang. So like, what if that was meant to be? But you know, if it was meant to be, he would come over there anyway. He gonna make his way.
Yes.
That's crazy.
So I like to fade to black in a public setting. There are times where I feel like I walk in the room and you can feel it. Jasmine, you're a beautiful girl. You walk in the room and our eyes on you, you can feel it. I feel like I walk in the room sometimes, and I don't know, it can be what I'm wearing, you know, my hair. But I do feel like there are times I walk in the room and there is a situation where there's all eyes on me. Some things you can't avoid, but if it was, that's not something that I desire at all.
So if y'all see Kenny, don't approach. Don't approach. That's not what she want. Don't write her a letter. Hit her in the text. That's it. Don't approach.
Wow. And it was. You came over.
Now what? Now what we gonna do?
Okay.
Me, I'll entertain you. I don't care. By that time, I probably has a drink. I'll go up to them. But some people don't like that. Like,
I can't.
I have when I've had some drinks. Now, if I think you looking really, really good, I'm not probably going to approach. But if I've been drinking, I'm just something might go over there real quick. I might go be like, "Hey, you're cute," and that'd be like, that's a whole thing. But yeah, for the most part though, they don't be approaching. But then one time I remember it was my friend's birthday. And we went out, and it was like, might have been like 5 or 6 of us. And I had my vlogging camera, and I was doing this and doing that. And I'm just looking around at the guys, and they looking, and I'm just like, you know what? Now I can understand why certain things like that would be intimidating to see somebody with a camera doing all this. So I was like, I get that. But then when I put it down and I'm just drinking my drink,
they'll come up.
They don't. It'd be the gangly ones, the ugly ones, the ones that's not supposed to.
I not avoid that word.
Yeah. But I just feel like, you know what, even if you're not the best looking, sometimes your personality can get you way farther.
So, because, listen, some of my number one heroes
then
look like this.
Because,
baby, that's another count. But now, again, when it comes to like work life,
that's a whole different,
that's a whole different ball game.
Especially the older ladies, they be mad at the younger girls.
Telling you,
Like,
why are you so upset?
It's like because they see you in this job and they have more experience or they've been there before you, whatever reason. Ma'am, this is not my final stop. I'm just here. I might not even be here for 2 months. I'm here because I need a check. This is just a job.
I'm just saying.
This ain't where I'm saying this ain't it for me.
Right. I don't know what you want to call it because again, I'm on the older end of the spectrum where now I'm having the younger girls coming in. Let me teach you. Why no, bro? Gonna be better than this. And not that I've been at the job forever, you didn't get that. When it comes to women, it's just because you step on somebody just because of how they look is real childish. And I feel like a lot of those older women, you were that same girl in high school that because, you know, you might have been overlooked because a young lady was pretty, you carry that same energy to adulthood. Yeah, now you hating on why? What for?
The insecurities be so deep with people that they don't even realize that they project how they feel inside onto you. It's crazy. Some people, just the way that they talk in the conversations that they have, it shows that they not happy inside. And it's like you don't want to deal with it, or maybe you don't know how to deal with it. So you take that and you just push out that negative energy onto whoever you want, and that's not cool. Say somebody might look nice, might not have the most high self-esteem, they might be young, not really know, and then they got this going on over here with these guys trying to humble them, and then you got people at their jobs trying to let them know they not what they think they are, and then they getting kicked back so many notches without even looking inside of themselves. It's just off of outside
appearance.
Yeah.
What I'm capable of.
Crazy.
You don't even know.
Like,
you give me the chance, one opportunity.
It's so crazy how some people have self-hate and they put it onto others and they just become haters because they don't let up. Like, usually if you know somebody who hating on you, they don't let up.
I'm telling you.
They don't. It's a job. And they make sure they go out their way to let you know that they don't fool with you.
Yeah.
And it's like, dang, you really admire me. Right. That's what it comes down to. Like, it don't come off that way, but then you got to think of like, they really probably want to be you. They want what you got. It's something about you ignites something inside of them.
Because there are, like, my job is, you know, there's a lot of men. So, of course, the youngest, so whoever has the baddest physique that day or whatever, they're not going to flock and
lurk and look and take mental shots.
Right. Why does that affect you and her child? That has nothing to do with what you eat. You don't know. But
there be some bitter betties out here. They don't care. And then let's not even talk about friends. Frenemies, please get them out of here. Girls that just around you just to be around you because you're pretty is crazy to me.
I have a friend, and I'm not going to go into a whole lot of detail. I have noticed if she, and listen, we all go through that up and down weight. I'm in my upside, but
definitely,
it's a part of womanhood, being a grown ass.
Mm-hmm.
So if she's feeling at that time, and I'm finding her head, but if she has put on weight, she will, or we're in a setting and you come in and for real, you look good today. But you are my friend, I've known you for years. She'll withdraw herself or be snarky, kind of mean. You know what I'm saying? You're afraid, like, what's up? What are we doing?
I can't do that. I don't like that.
Yeah, something changed in the other person, like, now you're acting brand new. Energy's the same. Like, what happened? But you, like, I consider you a friend, but sometimes, Sonny, is exactly that, a friend in this situation.
Yeah.
You really are not my friend. You're only here to just like me, make sure that you take me down a notch.
I always say this, like, everybody has some type of aura about them. Mm-hmm. Some people's light aura might shine brighter than others. So you get people that gravitate towards you because of your aura or however you move or whatever. And sometimes I feel like some women, men as well, but some women, they like to be in that aura. They want to be in that mix because they see people are nice to you. They're smiling. They're friendly. Let me get into that space too. Let me get a scoop of that aura. Let me just be around it, even though they really don't like you. And that to me is so creepy.
I'm gonna be honest. I've had more credence in a situation than I would like to. The same way you said you didn't like the word jealousy, I don't like the word hater. It makes me uncomfortable. But I have been in situations where I had nothing. I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel. So why do you feel like I'm your competition? What is it in me that makes you? I don't understand.
That light, that aura that they see and they feel, but they can't get it.
That side of, I'll say pretty privilege is more hurtful to me than relationship with men
Facts.
or co-workers. You've been a friend of me or a friend that I thought you were my friend, but every opportunity you get, you make sure that you tell me to, well, what's going on with your hair? Or why you wear that? Or, yeah, girl, your skin look bad. No, I don't.
I cannot.
Why did you even want to be with me in the first place? Because just like you said,
Scary to me because when you're trying to build a friendship and a connection with somebody, you got to be vulnerable. Eventually, you got to, in order to be a good friend, they going to know some things about you that most people may not know. And to me, I'm letting you know my secrets. I'm letting you know my personal business, all the things that other people don't know about me. And for me, I have trust issues. So when I'm giving you this information, holding on to it as a friend that you're supposed to be, I take a friendship, I put that at a very high regard in my eyes. I don't take friendship lightly. And so if I'm giving you my business, I'm giving you my whatever's,
I'm letting you in.
I'm letting you in.
Yeah.
And then you turn around and you come off as somebody who really don't like me, or you are showing me signs of jealousy or showing me signs that you really not for me. It makes me feel angry. It makes me feel stupid. It makes me feel like fight or flight in my body, because it's like I just let the enemy in and I wasn't supposed to do that, and I got tricked. I feel like I got tricked. Now what do we do from here? I gotta fall all the way back on. It's like, what you
different from a man.
way different.
Or, if it's a bang situation, you curse your significant other. That's way different from coming from a friendship standpoint. Because girl, I'm in the same niece as you met me.
Facts.
Or if I elevate, shit, you right behind me or you right in front of me.
And where in that process did you become not on my team? If we a team, we supposed to be a team. So when did that happen? I feel like when people attack you, sometimes you start looking inside when it ain't even got nothing to do with you. Like, why didn't I see this coming? Why was I so dumb to not see this and see that? But really, it's not you. It's them. It's making you question, just like with the other stuff when men try to humble you and all. You start questioning your own self because of how people come off and how they move towards you, and it's not good. The frenemy type stuff, that to me ranks higher, like you said, than coworkers, than boyfriends, and others, because it's a different dynamic.
I've had friends that I have a friend right now, and she has told me, like, I feel like the only reason why this particular group want to be around me is because of how I look. That's a real thing.
It is.
You want this person around because she don't put her clothes on. She's going to be 10 down. She go out. Face card never decline. Men are going to approach her. She's going to stand out. So I need to keep I have a friend that has said that to me. Your circle needs to look a certain way. Girl, what?
It comes off as so superficial, and like, I can't connect with you like that. Like, I can't be cool with you. Like, I might be able to speak and hold a conversation, but being like going on a girl trip, no.
Because everybody has to have, you gotta look this way, your body gotta be.
And that's so.
But that makes you a good friend, because all y'all have T-bodies and hair and drive the car, like.
And if that's what makes someone a good friend and those are the qualifications, imagine when it's not that. So what do you become? A gremlin. Throw the water on them, they become a whole evil different person. Like, like I've been insecure about growing up, which is really silly now that you think about it, but I was so insecure. When I was younger, I was running away from like this dog and I like jumped off this hill. Long story short, I fell in the road and I hit my knee. I busted my knee. And so I got a scar on my knee like about the size of a half quarter, and it's so ugly and it's thick and it's just, it never went away. It's just like discolored. And when I was younger, I would like avoid wearing shorts because I didn't want that big ass scar to show. But as I got older, fuck that scar. I don't give a damn. Look. Either you like me or you don't. I don't care at this point. I don't care. It's ugly, but you know, I don't care.
Touch,
Like,
a little fetish.
right.
I don't want to use the word insecure, but I guess I'm a little insecure. 'Cause I feel like I've never quite fit in anywhere. Like, I feel like I don't look like anybody in my squad. I feel like I guess that's a part of me being easily embarrassed because it's like almost like somebody seeing your flaw. I can't help but to stand out sometimes because it's just going to happen. I'm 5'7". I've never been not curvy. Like, it's certain things about me that are going to stand out in a role. But yeah, I just never felt like I don't know. I just never felt like I fit in. So the topical conversation is a little, I don't know, I'm not going to say bittersweet, but it's just my perspective of the whole pretty privilege is a little different. So, yeah, no.
I mean, you do stand out. That's a good thing. I feel like sometimes you see it only in the vision that you see, because you only can see in your body. You only see in your eye view. So I'm sure there's a lot of females that will be like growing up, even now. Dang, I wish I was like Amy. Like, dang, like she got the body, she got that. So coming from others looking in on you, they're probably like, wow, you know, like she's got it together, she's got it going on, she's that girl. Whereas you're just like, I'm just a girl, I'm just living my life, people just looking. But that's a good, that could be a good and bad thing, but hopefully it's been more good than bad.
I'm learning to, good thing about this good age, you're learning who you are and growing into yourself. So I'm appreciating this side of you. Like so excited.
Right. And you just getting beautiful and more beautiful. You look the same as when I was whatever age. You look the same.
Yeah, I know. You're
the same.
What, honey, you grown up to this whole fine.
Thank you. Yeah. So yeah. But out there, if you're listening, if you're watching, embrace your flaws, embrace your differences. Don't let insecure people tell you who you are. Don't let these guys out here try to make you feel like you're not that one. You are that one. Don't let people at work try to make you feel like your dreams are bigger than your job, because they are, and they supposed to be. That's not supposed to be your stopping point. That's a station to the next stop. For these girls out here who are going through like frenemy situations, there's more people in this world than you realize. You just got to connect with a couple of them. Everybody is not your friend, and God shows you things that you need to see so you can move differently, right? So that's it. That's the first show. I hope y'all liked it. This was fun. This was really cool. Pink hot sauce. Y'all come back for the next episode. Until next time. Bye.
Pink hot sauce.